Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
Good morning, soccer fans, and welcome into the stadium field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center as we get set to kick off Sunday at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. 3 games on our broadcast schedule today, and we'll start with the under-17 girls final between GLEN Shields Juventus and London Alliance FC Mustangs. This is going to be a phenomenal match, and I can't wait to get it underway. All 3 games today are absolute must-watch, so make sure you tune in all day long as we get a look here at the GLEN Shields Juventus starting 11. And between the sticks, they'll have Michaela Tito as their keeper for this one. Some players to key on, including Raruku through the midfield for them. Some key players in the form of Chloe Accardi as well. As we get a look shortly here at the London roster, and there you get a look at the Mustang squad. And if you followed this team and the Ontario Cup, the MilkUP Ontario Cup the last few years, you'll certainly see some familiar names. Jordan Hardy Henderson, Ada Gonzalez for Haverbeck, Tegan Parr, just a Riley Black, just to name a few. This is a loaded squad, and they come ready to try claim the MilkUP Ontario Cup once again in 2025. We are so thrilled to have you tuning in and on board with our live coverage. And we want to remind viewers that new this year, you can join us live in venue or through our online match center as these teams make Ontario soccer history this weekend. And as mentioned, new this year, fans can enjoy even more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app, powered by BMO, featuring exclusive content like player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else. Download the app for free today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, and don't miss any of the action of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. As we get these squads lined up pre-kickoff, we'll remind you that now in their 4th year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 dairy producers and their families, continue their valuable support of Ontario soccer as a premier partner and act as the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. We've got GLEN Shields Juventus wearing their iconic white and black striped kits. London Alliance FC Mustangs donning their purple kits with black and white trim, white numbers on the back, black shorts, black socks. And we'll get to the opening kickoff momentarily. We'll have the national anthems in just a moment, as well as our first of 3 matches on the day about to get underway. Tegan Parr, the starting keeper for London, as we mentioned her pre-match as well. And now we'll step aside for the playing of O Canada. Just about set for the opening kickoff here at the Under-17 Girls Final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. You're tuned in to the Ontario Soccer live stream broadcast. My name's Nico Cardarelli. I'm your commentator for this weekend, and we get you set for the first of 3 matches here on the day. It's the Under-17 Girls Final, followed by the U17 Boys Final, where we'll see back-to-back GLEN Shields Juventus FC Academy clubs going head-to-head. Or not head-to-head, but back-to-back rather. And then in the men's final at 4 p.m. this afternoon, the local club Woodbridge taking on the Dynasty Club in Gloucester Celtic. So 3 tremendous matches on the docket today, and we're just about set for the opening kickoff here in the Under-17 Girls Final. There you get a look at GLEN Shields Juventus and their team as they prepare to take to the pitch and vie for Ontario Cup history and glory. But in their way, London Alliance FC Mustangs, that powerhouse club that has kept so many of these girls together over the years, and once again they try hoist the cup as they have in years past. Hub is the official broadcast sponsor of this live stream. They're one of the largest insurance brokers in the world, and they're right here in your community. With Hub, you're at the center of an integrated network that spans North America. A one-of-a-kind aggregation of insurance professionals who understand the issues you face every day. For more, find out more at hubinternational.com. So close to nailing it. So focused on aggregation. Man. All right, here we go. Opening kickoff, about to get going. It's London Alliance FC Mustangs, and they'll kick us off working left to right across your screen in the purple kits. Taking on GLEN Shields Juventus in the iconic white and black stripes. The Bianconeri, and they'll go head to head here. As Naomi Langille stands over top the ball to get the action underway on Sunday, live at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup from the Stadium Field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre. And here we go. London kick us off as they boot that right up the pitch with Nora Benson playing it right to a Juventus defender, and quickly the ball back through midfield. Famutimi Ranglin was contesting for possession. Good one-on-one there, and coming away with it is Gonzalez for Haverbeck. She quickly gets the return and makes a nice move up the line. She's met by a stiff challenge there by Achetola, and now it's back with the keeper, Tito. Tito being pressed here. Oh, give it away! And a gift wrap goal! Are you kidding me? 40 seconds into this match, Jordan Donnelly says you better not play around me, because she puts it home, strips it off of Tito's foot. Tito was far too relaxed. Have another look. Oh my goodness. Look at the closing speed of Donnelly. Look at the relentlessness. And London FC Mustangs are out to a phenomenal start. What a start to this match. I believe a caution may have been shown at the end there. Kind of missed it, but it looked like the ref may have been putting a card back in his pocket. But wow, what a spot, what a start. And what an egregious mistake from Glen Shields Juventus. They have to reset and hope that doesn't prove costly today. Oh, and how about that? A potential return. Wow, closing there was Famutimi Ranglin, and she nearly pulled the exact same move that spotted London the 1-0 lead. Donnelly with the goal inside the opening 60 seconds of play. Free kick awarded to Juventus on the attacking side of the half line. Unbelievable. Played in by Antich. Loose ball, corralled. Nice move initially. Left-footed attempt from Pimenta was blocked. She continues to press, but London quickly retained possession, and trying to work up the far flank there was Kublinskis. Appeals for a handball, nothing doing. Play continues on as that's Donnelly in possession again. Kublinskis gives chase on the defender and earns a corner kick after Vienna Antich had no option but to knock it out. London looking to capitalize here and potentially double their lead from the corner, setting up for the in-swinger, putting 6 players in and around the penalty area. As that tight to the near post, cleared away initially, recovered though by Smith. There's a cross in, that could be trouble, headed on back across the face of goal, but ultimately wide as Antich shields it out for the goal kick.
Let's go, Juve!
Well, good pressure there from London Alliance FC Mustangs as they nearly capitalize from the corner, certainly providing enough of a threat that Juve have got to feel a little shaken right now.
Nice, let's go, let's go.
From the goal kick, taking possession for Juve is Raducu. That ball intended for Burnett, but never got to its destination. Nice pick out by Pimenta. She tries to create the turnover. Quickly, London have it back with Benson. Good through ball. Donnelly streaking towards it, but getting back there first is Tassia Curtis. The keeper, Tito, just clears it safely this time, not wanting to take a chance. And for Michaela Tito, I'm sure she's itching to get a quality save after that gaff inside the opening minute of play. Well, again, the wind, a bit of a factor today, continues to blow almost directly into our faces here in the Ben Rycroft broadcast booth, which We've affectionately dubbed it as London prepare to take the throw. But again, really shouldn't impact the play too much unless you're looking at kind of swinging the course of play from the far side to the near side. Although maybe a little more strength behind the win today, at least early. That ball knocked out of play, and it'll be a Glen Shields Juventus throw-in. As the option checks to in Pimenta. She tries to track the ball through the midfield, gets a left foot to it. Initially touched there by Raducu. She tries to corral it again with the effort of Accardi. Now they do have it with Pimenta. Nice little turn. The attacker, though, unable to hold possession, as up there was Burnett, and in the end, Burnett commits the foul. So a free kick awarded to London. They'll work the far side of the pitch, as tracking it but unable to keep it in was Kublinskis, and now it goes for a Juve throw. Ball tossed in where Famutimi Ranglin was immediately closed down, but won another throw for Juve. They'll try through the middle where it's picked off by Lenguil. Juve quickly retained possession. Burnett unable to control it, but a foul committed as the ball was played, and a free kick now for Glen Shields Juventus. Let's see what they can do with this set piece opportunity. As Vienna Antich stands over top the ball to take the free kick. Good ball towards the penalty area, headed away by Benson. Only a half clearance as it's knocked back by Pechile, but that'll go out of touch and out for a goal kick. So a nice job by the London backline, and the added effort there from Nora Benson to thwart away any danger that may have been from that set piece. Tegan Parr looking to keep the goal kick short here, and she will for Benson, who boots it out. And a good ball where they'll try to sprout a quick attack, but Lenguil couldn't get control of it. On the counter, controlled by Accardi. Accardi dishes that one off to Raducu. Good through ball. Burnett trying to make a play here. Down tight to the goal line. Pulled it back, but Benson, again, only a half clearance. Controlled by Accardi. Accardi tries to switch into the middle. That's knocked away by Kublinskis and held now by Achitola. She'll dish that one over as Antich stands over top. Loose ball picked up nicely that time by Riley Black. Lenguil trying to control through the midfield. Dishes off to Benson. Benson pushes out wide to Belay Kamara. Belay Kamara, her through ball, that's broken up. And now it's controlled by Burnett. Burnett turns. She tries to use some speed here. Getting past the defender. Burnett, she's caught from behind. Nice hustle effort there by Jordan Hardy Henderson to use her positioning, ensure she didn't commit a foul, and stop that a dangerous looking attack from Callie Burnett. Approaching the 10th minute, London with that gift-wrapped goal in the opening 60 seconds lead this game 1-0. It's the under-17 girls final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup, as that ball from Accardi rolls into Tegan Parr, and she'll control that with her feet before scooping it up. Parr plays it out, tries to hit Kublinskis off the kick, gets it to her. She's closed down, but does well to push the ball forward to the goal scorer, Donnelly. Donnelly's subsequent touch got away from her, but quickly Riley Black supports and retains possession. Now stripped free by Famutini Ranglin. She gets impeded enough that the referee blows the whistle, and let's have a look at that foul. As there you can see the London player hauling her back and eventually hauling her down. Upon the restart though, London quickly get possession back. Both teams exchange, and now it's out for a Mustangs throw. Well, a reminder that all 3 matches today, the winning teams will have the opportunity to represent Ontario at the National Championships in October. The U15, U17s, and then the women's and men's provincial champions flying their provincial flags at nationals. So a little more added stakes on the line here in this match, all three matches today. As in the U17 girls final, right now it's London 1, Juve 0. Ball played in from the throw where it's controlled by Achitola. She looks to switch it up. That's where the wind could impact it. Tough to push it to the far side today when the wind is really ripping. But Achitola retains possession again. Trying to close her down is Donnelly. Donnelly gets a clip on the back of her heels, and that'll be a free kick. Quickly played ahead. Nice control there by Raducu. She draws that one back for Curtis. Curtis looking for the left-footed service, headed away by Benson. And now Kablinskis looking to lead a counter. Feeds it ahead for Donnelly. Quickly back to Kablinskis. They've got some support, but the through ball dealt nicely with by the defender in Curtis. And now the keeper, Tito, just clears it out. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Juve have the throw now, as they work through the midfield. That through ball played nicely by Pimenta. Raducu running on. Raducu takes the shot, but it's blocked. Danger still there with Burnett. She tries to feed it over. That was blocked as well by the defenders, and good job by London, who seemingly were caught to get quick numbers back. Out of nowhere, they had 5-6 players back in position to defend. But it was close, as Raducu thought she was in all alone before being caught. Juve trying again here, working the far flank this time, as unable to control was Medeiros. And now London work it with Riley Black. Black working the far wing there.
Get that ball. Yes.
That through ball blocked, but Benson retains possession. Stripped away, nice job by Medeiros. Feeding that ahead for Burnett. Burnett steps over, tries to reverse direction. She's clipped, and that's going to be a free kick as Kaylee Burnett goes down hard there, and we hope that she's okay. She took it right across the shins. She had that nice change of direction and quick acceleration, and the defender didn't have much option but to chop her down. And a good sight to see there, as it looks like Callie Burnett is going to be okay to continue on. She's starting to make herself known in this match, creating opportunities, and now Juve will have a set piece chance as they send Achitola over top the ball. Achitola prepares to take the kick, keeps it short. Controlled here by Curtis. Curtis tries to play a left-footed ball through, but it's a missed opportunity and out for a goal kick. London will make the first substitution of this match as Sophia Belay Kamara comes out, and for the time being, Zoe Reed into the game. Tegan Parr looking to keep it short from the goal kick again, as Benson boots it out. Not as good a kick this time, and possession turned over. Achitola controlled now by Accardi. Accardi steps forward, makes the pass to Raducu. Quick little 1-2, tried to get it back from Burnett, but just off the mark. However, London will concede the throw in deep in their defensive end as Juve look to press now. Tassia Curtis. Ball knocked around. Raducu controls momentarily. Curtis does well to get it back. She dribbles through a bit of space, makes the through ball, as getting the touch there was Victoria Pimenta, but she was immediately closed down. Juve reset with Pecile on the ball. She looks to turn, takes a bit of space. The ball intended wide, never got there, and now Curtis trying to shield it out for the throw, and she does so. Gonzalez Verhaverbeck was on the back of Curtis pressing as Curtis tosses in. And now it's controlled nicely there by Accardi. Accardi through the midfield. Pimenta. Pimenta looking to push it further as Medeiros the intended target, but a card comes out here. And I believe it was Benson who receives the card. And a free kick to come for Juve. Let's get a look at the replay. Yeah, Benson there, number 2, coming in with the tackle. She's a tough physical player, but she's got to keep herself in check now on the caution here in the 16th minute. Acetola, good ball ahead. Trying to get a touch on was Raducu. The header intended from Pimenta, neither could get a touch too, and ultimately out for a goal kick. 2 45-minute halves here in the girls under 17 final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. As you see on your screen, confirmed by our PA announcer just seconds ago, Benson receiving the caution. And oh, no free kick given that time as Pimenta lost her footing, but not enough to generate a whistle from the official. Ball played back there by Acetola. Tito, who's still not looking overly confident between the sticks after that initial gaff that gifted London a goal. But here's a good ball up the pitch, and now Tegan Parr well out of her area to play that, ensuring that Famutimi Ranglin wasn't able to catch that and go in all alone. Good heads-up keeping there by Tegan Parr. Benson falls to turf, nothing doing there as Famutimi Ranglin wins that battle. Curtis, Raducu. Raducu with a bit of space, now closed down, makes the pass. Nice little 1-2. Raducu stays onside. Crosses to the back post, off the crossbar. Still sitting there as it's across the line and I believe out for a corner. And it will go for a corner. Well, that's about as close as you can get without the ball crossing the line. Have another look here. A crazy scramble after this cross from Raducu. And a great chance off the header that goes off the crossbar. There you see Burnett pursuing, and I believe it was Pimenta with the chance. From the corner, they kept it short, and ultimately Juve do retain possession here. Nice ball over to the far side of the box where Raducu was closed down, and that's out for another corner. London wanted the offside called on Raducu, but she was clearly onside. She timed that run beautifully. And now Juve setting up for an in-swinger, but a close option presents in the form of Pecile. Juve pressing, and it feels like they're working their way towards an equalizer. Kept short now to Medeiros. Pecile, she can't make the play. Well defended that time by London. That could have been a big opportunity, but Juve wastes the corner. There's good possession retained, however, by Juve as Raducu and Burnett battling, and Burnett comes away with it. Great play through the midfield by Accardi as well as she now pushes for possession. London do hold now. As controlling there is Reed. She plays that through. Quickly returned to Zoe Reed. She's closed down. Accardi able to intercept. Burnett trying to get past the defender. And Burnett pulls her back enough to draw the whistle, and a free kick awarded to London. As Jordan Hardy Henderson, as you can see on the replay, the arms of Burnett around the waist of Hardy Henderson, and an easy call there. Benson comes up with a loose ball, plays it ahead for Kublinskis, trying to make a play as Langille. That's turned away. Accardi darted the left leg out but couldn't control it. And now it's picked up for a London throw. Zoe Reed quickly tosses that one in. As London move it through the back line, there's a ball ahead for Donnelly, but that's broken up. Nice defending by Achitola. Bit of a scrum for possession, and coming away with it is Famutimi Ranglin. And then a foul committed as, or is it just blown for player safety? Looked like the referee initially pointed for a foul. But it looks like the London player is going to be okay, as popping back up after that exchange was Mara Smith. On that note, Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. We'll restart with a drop ball, so the whistle was just for player safety and ensuring that Smith was okay. And play resumes as Juve take possession, and then Curtis gets clipped, appeals for a free kick, but no whistle that time on a clattering challenge. Through ball intended for Kublinskis as it was played by Langil. That's broken up initially. Achitola controls. Burnett's still slow to get up after that exchange. Finally back to her feet, and that ricochets out for a Juve throw. And actually Burnett drops back down again. She's taken a couple of knocks now, so you have to hope that Callie Burnett is going to be okay here. Let's get a look at the Juve coach, as Ricky DiGeronimo not too happy about this. And Juve are going to be forced to make a substitution here for the injured Burnett. Hopefully she'll be okay and can return to action. But for the time being, Gloria Lucas comes into this match. 23rd minute of action. It's London 1, Juve 0. Juve working possession from the throw. Donnelly, who's got the goal in this match, tries to strip it away. Controlled now on the back line for the Mustangs as Hardy Henderson looks to push it. And they work the far side with Kublinskis running onto that ball from Riley Black. Nice job by Kublinskis to turn the defender. She works her way towards the attacking third. Looking to draw back for support. No, she pushes deeper into the attacking third. Crosses low, and that's off a... No, it's going to be a free kick for the late challenge on Kublinskis. And great pressure there from London. So they'll have a short corner, so to speak, a free kick that's maybe 4 yards, not even off the outside of the penalty area, but down right by the goal line. There you see the slide tackle late on Kublinskis. Great job by our camera crew and our technical crew to get that replay queued up. And now we've got a 3-player wall to defend this free kick for the Mustangs. Players piling in as if it's a corner. Let's see what they can do here. Maybe a chance to curl something right in. Players right on top of the Juve players along the goal line. That one curled tight. Back post, no one there in purple to get to it, as Langil was the closest option, but took a touch off a Juve defender and out for a London throw. Langil looking to take it quickly. Makes the toss over to Reed. Reed pulls it back now for Benson. Intercepted, well read by Medeiros. Medeiros streaking up to the half before she gets sandwiched off the ball. And now it's controlled by Gonzalez for Haverbeck. Playing that one back, closing down with speed was Famutimi Ranglin, but she couldn't get the ball away. Raducu does come up with it, and now it's Pimenta on it. Nice control there by Pimenta. The through ball for Famutimi Ranglin to run onto, but the defender got there first in the form of Mara Smith, as it was cleared away by the keeper, Tegan Parr. Nice job by Achitola to step up for Juve, but they can't hold possession, as now it's controlled by Madiera. That through ball where Tito has to come well out of her area to clear the danger. Now she has to scamper back because London quickly retained possession. Controlled by Languille, knocked away from her and now picked up by Famutimi Ranglin. Famutimi Ranglin lays that one off to Lucas. Back to Famutimi Ranglin. Gets past the initial challenge, but there's Benson to back up her teammate Riley Black. And it's just a throw for Juve. Pace picking up here in this match. Both teams starting to open up play a little bit, leading to some good quality build-up. Famutimi Ranglin battling for possession. She comes away with it, looking to draw to her left. Pushes that one now to Accardi. Her shot attempt curling wide. Never truly threatened there, as Chloe Accardi probably had a little more time than she realized, but hit the shot on the first time effort and ultimately pushed it wide of target. Keeper Tegan Parr is getting a helping hand there from her teammate Nora Benson, who reties the shoe. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here they go. Benson carrying it out. Short pass. Quickly touched off by Smith. It'll work its way back to the keeper Parr. Parr looks to push this one ahead. A half interception, but possession retained here by the back line for London, as it's controlled by Hardy Henderson. Hardy Henderson looks to switch it, as now they'll look ahead for Donnelly. Donnelly trying to pick out Kublinskis, making the run. Can she get there? Great challenge by Kublinskis, and they do come away with it, trying to push that even closer now to Gonzalez for Haverbeck, but out of her range, and Juve concede the throw-in. But quick counter. Let's have a look at this replay where you can see the challenge. It was a clattering tackle, but the contact really coming when both players hit the ball almost at the exact same time. The physicality of the game illustrated beautifully in that replay. That through ball intercepted. Good job defensively by Mara Smith. Turns now to Gonzalez for Haverbeck. She looks to switch that one the length of the pitch, but good job by the defender Achitola to get a touch to it. Kublinskis from distance, and that didn't miss by much. She had Tito diving, ensuring that she had the post covered. Great effort that time by Kublinskis. Have a look at the replay. Picks up that loose ball, quick touch to her right foot, and you can see that curled just wide. Nice effort from Karina Kublinskis. Juve, Pimenta, good job to pick out Raducu. She's got space here up the flank. Plays ahead for Famutimi Ranglin. Famutimi Ranglin, good control, pulls to her left foot, back to her right. Raducu shoots, and that's just over top the goal. But good creation there from Juve as both teams continue to press. Trading chances London moments ago, and just seconds ago now, Raducu with the setup after some nice footwork from Tanya Famutimi Ranglin. Achitola, she gets the defensive header there for Juve, but quickly London have it back. Turned over with Achitola there defensively again, and now out for a Juve throw. It was Gonzalez for Haverbeck that just wasn't able to corral it cleanly away from Achitola. As now Curtis prepares to take the throw-in. Pimenta tries to flick on, picked up by Gonzalez for Haverbeck. Excuse me, that was Languille. Works its way back to the keeper Parr. Playing 1-2 with her defender, just give and go, back and forth, and now they'll work it ahead to Gonzalez for Haverbeck. That through ball picked up now by Benson after it ricocheted around. Gonzalez for Haverbeck as London continue to try push forward. That ball could be trouble as Achitola tracks over well before Languille can get to it. And now here goes Lucas for Juve. Juve playing it ahead for Famutimi Ranglin. After the ball from Lucas, she was closed down but couldn't retain it after having it dispossessed. Nice relentless tackle there from the Juve defenders. The ball gets knocked back and forth as we hit the 30th minute of play. And a chance for us to remind you that O'Neill's Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, Ontario Soccer is proud to have O'Neill's as our official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear. Live for it. Juve trying to switch the pitch there, but the ball never within Lucas's range, and now Kublinskis unable to keep that in. So a throw in here for Glen Shields Juventus. Good crowd on hand to take in the first of 3 matches here today. As the wind starts to shift a little bit and now pushes a little bit in favor of Juventus. You can see from those MilkUP banners on the far side starting to get a bit of a wind at their back. We'll see if that impacts play at all. Raducu pushed ahead now for Pimenta. Can she return? Nice job by Pimenta. Through ball for Raducu. She's running onto it. She'll get to it. Big save by Parr. The rebound there cleared out for a corner. Great save by Tegan Parr, charging off her line. As Karina Raducu continues to get great opportunities today for Juve. We highlighted her pre-match. And there you can see how close she came. She put it through the legs of Parr, but still couldn't get it past her. Nice job by Accardi. Low cross, cleared away, only a half clearance by Benson as Curtis tracks it. Acetola resets over to Famutimi Ranglin. Cleared away by the defenders before Acetola gets ahead to it. Famutimi Ranglin hustling, gets to it for Juve now. Famutimi Ranglin, good tackle there as stepping in to make the play was Hardy Henderson. Famutimi Ranglin slow to get up. The Juve fans wanted a free kick. Play continuing on with Lucas. Lucas dancing over top the ball. She's being closed down as Kublinskis gets a touch to it. And now Lucas has to go back for Antic. Plays it over to Accardi. First time blocked, but she retains it herself. Through ball for Raducu. Inside the penalty area. Raducu left-footed effort. Couldn't get full power behind it, but did well on that difficult angle to put it on net where Parr made the save. A slight bobble, but then a short drop kick looking to spring a counterattack. And now it's fed ahead for Languille. Languille working all alone right now. She needs some support. Languille cuts back inside, looks to switch the pitch, headed away by Curtis. Raducu hustling back, and that goes for a Juve throw. Curtis will toss it back in as Pimenta battles for control. Pimenta, good touch there through the legs of Madeira. Possession turned over, and now it's picked up by Kublinskis. She gets past the first challenge there by Antic. Antic chasing her down. Antic shielding it and earns the throw-in for Juve. Little separating these two teams, and again, if not for that opening minute gaff by Juve, you have to wonder how confident London would feel at this point. They've had some chances, but since that opening mistake, Juve have just persistently pushed and clawed back. And now Famutimi Ranglin nearly causes the turnover. She gets it through Accardi. Accardi tries to feed it through, running on and trying to get a touch there, but a good save from the keeper as down is Medeiros. She was the player for Juve to get the touch. Parr making the save, and now Medeiros popping back up. Antic, Languille out for a Juventus throw. Great chance moments ago there for Juve. But again, Tegan Parr, we mentioned her pre-match, the veteran keeper for London, coming up big so far. Foul committed and a free kick now for Juve. Let's get a look at the replay of that last chance. check that, excuse me, that's the foul. As you can see, the charge into the back there of Achetola. And Achetola has gotten back up, but there's another Juve player down now. And I believe that might be Antic. So it's not Antic, it's, oh no, it is, yeah, number 5 there. Antic that gets up slowly, and hopefully she's okay. Looks like she's favoring her right foot a little bit there. Achetola, the player that was fouled, is okay to continue on, and Juve are going to make a substitution as Eleni Lucas comes into this match now. So Gloria Lucas and Eleni Lucas into this game here. As Achetola restarts with the free kick. Knocked away by a London defender before it's corralled by Kublinskis. Kublinskis working there against Eleni Lucas. Ball turned over as Famutimi Ranglin tries to make the play. Famutimi Ranglin battles there against Benson, and Benson able to win possession. Pass controlled now by the London backline after an initial gaffe. Parr playing it forward, picked up here by Benson. Benson looking to turn and push London up the pitch. Drop back as Medeiros tries to close, but Benson comes away with it. Kublinskis running on to that through ball. Closed down by Gloria Lucas. Gloria Lucas does well to hustle, keep that in. No, she didn't keep it in. I thought she did from here, but AR1 right down at the goal line calling it out for a corner kick. Tough break there for Lucas. Setting up for the in-swinger, the Mustangs looking to double their lead from a corner. Ball played in, headed away by Pimenta. Famutimi Ranglin takes possession, but she's closed down and knocked out for a Juve throw. Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. As Curtis takes it, she's closed down quickly, but does well to push it wide to Raducu. Raducu trying to feed ahead for Pimenta, but the ball too wide as she had cut inside. And now a quick counter here from the Mustangs. Controlled by Donnelly. She's got the goal. Plays a through ball that's just a little bit too heavy for the intended target, and Gonzalez for Haverbeck as the keeper Tito came off her line to collect. Achetola. That ball picked off by Benson. Quick little touches. Now Donnelly looks to push it back to Gonzalez for Haverbeck, who takes the shot, and Tito makes easy work of that one. Tito's drop kick will be knocked out by a London defender, as it looks like both teams preparing to, well, at least London preparing to make a substitution, and it looks like the player in Vienna, Antic, receives some additional medical attention down below us, so we hope that she's going to be okay and can continue on today. Curtis tracking back defensively for Juve, playing it to her keeper Tito. Donnelly closing. Tito not taking any chances, quickly gets it out, and eventually it's out for a London throw, where they'll make the substitution here and bring Katie Winfield into the match, replacing Zoe Reed. The biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026, and we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/Gen26. London pushing forward here is on the ball with purposes. Gonzalez for Haverbeck, and she draws a free kick. And a glorious set-piece opportunity now for the Mustangs to go up 2-0. This kick will be maybe 20 yards out to the right of goal, but an opportunity, and it's actually going to come a little further out to where the referee's standing. So with the angle, probably push it to the back post. All good. Close to 30 yards, maybe 25 to 30 yards for sure. But they'll send Naomi Langill over top the ball with a 3-player wall to defend. Free kick opportunity here for the Mustangs. Will they chip something in with players piled in along the top of the 18? Langill puts her right foot through it. And even with the wind, it sails over top the bar. The wind probably pushing against the ball in that instance, but the power of Langill pushes it right over top, and a missed chance there for London. Gonzalez for Haverbeck, volleys that ahead. Achitola gets a header to it and then does well to follow it up with a full clearance as Tegan Parr out of her area to possess. Soft back pass to Parr, who is under pressure there from Famutimi Ranglin, but by jumping up, allowed Parr to keep it on the turf. Controlled now by Langill. She tracks over from the far touchline, dancing over top of it, trying to thread the through ball, but Tito off her line to collect before Ada Gonzalez for Haverbeck can get to it. Nora Benson does well to step up and intercept that as we're into the 42nd minute here in the under-17 girls final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Ball controlled by Madeira. Nice little dummy as Kublinskis tries to run onto it. Lucas played it back for Tito, who just, without taking any additional risk, clears it out for a throw. Waiting to find out how much added time we'll have. Probably about 2 minutes here to close out the first half. As the ball tossed in towards the corner where it's picked up by Jordan Donnelly. She's got the lone goal in this game that came 40 seconds into the match on an absolute gift-wrapped goal. A gaff by the keeper that so far is proving to be the lone difference maker. And you have to hope for fans of Juve that doesn't prove to be the main difference in this game. Ball tossed in as Medeiros tries to control. She's clipped, and a free kick awarded to Juve. Achitola looking to push them up the pitch here in the last moments of the first half. Juve have worked hard. They've been pressing, and at times it felt like they might have been on the verge of an equalizer. Let's see if they can draw something up late. Raducu, she's had some of their best chances today. Plays that to Accardi, looking to switch and running onto it here is Eleni Lucas. Lucas tracking down, but she's closed nicely by the defender. And even though Riley Black concedes the corner, she did well to mitigate any further risk there with Lucas posing the threat. There you get a look at the comparison of corners so far through the first half, with Juve generating 3 and London just 1. That attempt blocked. Could it be a counter? Nothing doing, as stepping up nicely was Gloria Lucas. Achitola. Lucas, she nearly got closed down there by Kublinskis. Donnelly pursuing relentlessly. Loose ball as Benson able to jar it free for Donnelly. Good through ball. This could be trouble. Langiel, oh, what a tackle there by Achetola, as now it's controlled by Curtis. That could have been a goal-saving tackle there by Achetola. Let's see what Juve can do in transition now. Putting it ahead for Pimenta. Knocked there by Curtis for Pimenta to continue the charge. She gets clipped. Pimenta continues to draw contact, and now the whistle blown for the free kick. Back and forth these two squads go. Pimenta over top the ball for the free kick as we're into the 45th minute. And we anticipate 2 minutes of added time here to close out the half. Fourth official does confirm 2 minutes. And we'll have a set piece opportunity now for Juve. Achetola stands over top the ball. She's the player that made that clutch tackle moments ago to turn the pace back up the pitch. Two-player wall defends. 7 white jerseys in and around the penalty area. Achetola's ball to the back post over the head of the intended target in Pimenta and out for a goal kick. You could hear an audible groan from the Juve fans in the crowd as the ball hung up there in the air seemingly for eternity, but never within the range of Pimenta, who gave it her best jump, just couldn't make contact. Achetola plays it back to her keeper, Tito. Tito quickly hammers it up the pitch for Raducu. Raducu, she gets closed down, turns it over, and now it's picked up by Donnelly. Queuing up for the left-footed strike, but that's blocked by Achetola. Closed down here, but Kublinskis in possession. Nice move by Kublinskis, but her shot attempt gets blocked. Benson, right-footed ball. That could be trouble, but Tito comes out to secure it before Langiel can get a touch through. Good boot that time by Tito. Clears the half and then some. Tracking back the defenders, Mara Smith plays it to her keeper, Tegan Parr. Raducu closes down. That's out for a London throw. The halftime whistle sounds, and through 45 minutes of play, it's the London Alliance FC Mustangs 1, Glen Shields Juventus 0. We'll get a look at the halftime stats here, but this is still anybody's game. There you get a look. It's a tightly contested one. Shots favoring Juve, 6 attempts to 5. Shots on target favoring Juve, 4-2. And, of course, the corners, which we highlighted a few moments ago, 3-1 for Juve. 7 combined fouls and just the 1 caution in the first 45. But the lone goal coming in the opening 40 seconds of play, and it was a big one, as it looks like Juve might be switching their keepers here at the half. Miriam Oakman starts to warm up out there, and if that's the end of Tito's day, what a tough way to go. Stay tuned, second half of action coming up next. You're tuned into the Under-17 Girls Final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
This is Canadian soccer. Not borrowed, not copied. Born of cold mornings, long roads, and wide open skies. Built in small towns and rising cities. The game moves fast. The pressure's real. The tackles sting. And the moments, they don't fade.
Oh my goodness me! You cannot give him that much time and space!
Every match pushes us forward. Every touch, a step higher. This is the Canadian Premier League on TSN.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Number 7 Auto Mall today.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with MilkUP FC. At the time, I played for Pickering, but I had moved to MilkUP to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
I think they're lost. There's no game on today.
Where is everyone? Do we know that guy?
Was that just in Marsh?
feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of like hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've like always wanted to be on the team, so it's like really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to like be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to like represent where I like grew up, and like obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was like just really excited because this is like a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, like seeing our names above our jersey, like I've done some stadium tours and it literally like felt like right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience.
It felt really professional.
It was like very professional and stuff. Like I've seen it on like TV and stuff, so it was like that.
It felt like I was walking into like a professional team's change room, and then like I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was like kind of like a professional, like with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm just excited to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities, you know?
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team that I don't get to see very often and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, and like help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and yeah, just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, these jerseys are super cool, so they're really nice.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
The OPDL is a great league that's set up to put a lot of eyes and a lot of people looking at your pathway. I think that it's very fluid in the way that you can play.
She was a best case example, but all those younger kids saw a tangible, real life example of success. Whether that person wanted to obtain a soccer scholarship, we saw Jade go on and do that in Michigan. Jade being a part of the provincial team program. For others who wanted to do that, they saw Jade do that. Youth national teams, senior national teams, now overseas with Manchester United. So all of those things that younger players may want to achieve on a personal level, Jade has done that.
No dream is too big, because if I can do it, they can do it.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field as we get you set for the second half of action here in the under-17 girls final between Glen Shields Juventus and London Alliance FC Mustangs. And we've got a rogue shin pad on the pitch. The flimsiest shin pad I've ever seen in my life. Barely qualifies as a shin pad, but someone is missing it. I think my phone is thicker than that shin pad. Let's get it back underway on the pitches. Juve kick us off, and they'll try work back from a 1-0 deficit. And on that note, a substantial substitution for Juve as they've switched their goalkeeper. Michaela Tito, who essentially gifted London that opening goal, has been substituted out, and Miriam Oakman now tends the cage for Juve. London working right to left across your screen in the purple kits, advance the ball forward, but too far for Kublinskis to get onto, and it's ultimately out for a London throw. As we saw from the first half stats, Juve generating more shot attempts and shots on target, doubling the shots on target compared to London, but London playing with the lead from the opening minute and seemingly in control here. Acetola, she'll play it forward. Juve have been clawing back. They have been battling. At times in the first half felt like they might find an equalizer, but it's eluded them thus far. This could be dangerous though. Raducu with speed, breaking in. Raducu all alone. She takes it with the left foot and pushes it just wide. Karina Raducu continues to get chance after chance today for Juve. Have a look at the replay. Baiting the center back in with that nice move. Drawing to her left foot. And my goodness, that just missed by a fraction. Juve coming so close early here in the second half. Benson boots out the goal kick. And now a chance for London to turn and burn. Gonzalez for Haverbeck. She gets caught from behind. Nice hustle as Oakman under pressure. And her kick out nearly botched as Kublinskis contended, but eventually cleared safe out for a London throw. We're going to get a substitution here for the Mustangs. Sophia Belay-Kamara will come back into this match. And Katie Winfield out for the time being. Ball tossed in where it's controlled by Madeira. There's a cross from Kublinskis headed by Acetola. Both teams battling for it. Acetola with a half clearance. Oh, but Benson misses it, and this could be a turn now. As here goes Famutimi Ranglin. Famutimi Ranglin with speed. She needs some support as she's closed down. Ball ricochets away. There's a chip attempt from Eleni Lucas. That's going to fall just out of the range of the keeper Parr, who has challenged. The Juve fans want a penalty for the contact there. As I believe it was... Well, it wasn't Pimenta. Who was up there? I think that's Accardi. Chloe Accardi challenging for that loose ball, and the Juve fans along the grandstand still furious. Clattering tackle there by Acetola. Out for a throw. Let's see if we get a replay of that last chance for Juve, where the ball kind of fell in between. And here we get a look at it. We've got a London player down right now, but there's the chip from Eleni Lucas. Tegan Parr comes off her line. Accardi charging for it. Some contact. I don't know that there's enough there to award a penalty. Both players just contending for possession. As a London Mustang down and in some discomfort to the point where the medics coming out to check on this player. That looks like the goal scorer, Jordan Donnelly. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like Donnelly will likely require a sub here. As London with a bit of an impromptu huddle while their teammate receives some attention. You can see Jordy Hardy Henderson staying right there with Donnelly and the medic. And the Juve fans try to rally their girls in a positive manner. As Donnelly's going to be helped off the far touchline, and we certainly hope that she's okay, wishing her a speedy recovery. So we'll get a substitution from London as Emma Goris is going to set to make her debut in this match. Goris comes into the game. And a chance for us to remind you that PowerUp Sports is the official technology partner and member registration system of choice of Ontario Soccer, bringing a unified, secure, and intuitive registration experience to member organizations across the province. Check out powerupsports.com/Ontario to see how their best in-class technology can help your club succeed on and off the pitch. I also realized I forgot to do my favorite read in the script, the thirst stop from Circle K. So how about we circle back to the Circle K one on the next break and play. In the interim, London pressing. Benson plays that ball forward, headed initially by Achitola. Loose ball is digging away for it and nearly coming out with it was Famutimi Ranglin, but now it's controlled by London with Goris. Goris, she dishes that one forward, broken up by Curtis. Curtis knocks it up. There's a stiff challenge into the back of Famutimi Ranglin and a judge that it was clean. Ball played up that time by Winfield. Or check that, it was Madeira. Kublinskis, now controlled by Benson. Back to Kublinskis. Picked up by Madeira. Dropping that one over. Black, she tries to feed it back near side. That'll be shielded by Gloria Lucas, but not out of play. She'll concede the throw in there for London. Stick with it for the time being as London have it with Kublinskis. And then it's cleared away by Lucas. Only a half clearance as far as Mara Smith. Smith drawing it back before it's touched on by Madeira. Tries the little flick, broken up initially by Achitola. And now off her line to collect comes the keeper, Oakman. Oakman will punt this one out as it's going to find its way over to Raducu, and she's got some room to run. Playing that forward intended for Famutimi Ranglin, who will get to it. Keeper off her line. Famutimi Ranglin had to chase it down, and by the time she got to it, never could generate a clean shot. She beat the keeper par, but in pushing the ball, put it too far. Have another look here. Nice touch from Raducu. The back pass there never made it. And there you see what I'm talking about. Even though Famutimi Ranglin got to it, tracked down, appeals for a free kick. Pimenta is incensed, but play continues on. And now it'll be secured by the keeper par. 54th minute of action. Tegan Parr punts it out, but it's blocked by Gloria Lucas. Brought down here by Pimenta. Pimenta, left-footed strike, and just over top the goal. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether it's to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. Here's a break, but unable to get to it is Gonzalez for Haverbeck, and it's cleared from danger. Accardi looking to turn and counter. Accardi's through ball for Pimenta. That's broken up nicely as Mara Smith gets in the way of that for London. Pressure still mounting though. Famutimi putting on some speed, putting on a clinic in terms of footwork here. Famutimi Ranglan still in possession. Drops it back for Raducu. Her cross blocked away. Ooh, that may have been close to a handball situation, but play continues on and ultimately scooped up by the keeper Parr. Referee will blow things down here. I think there might be another rogue shin pad. Again, this quote-unquote shin pad is some of the flimsiest equipment. I don't see any protective qualities there. Look at the look at the height of the socks. Where is that covering? Gloria Lucas, the party that lost the 3-inch shin pad, that I'm now convinced my phone case has more protective qualities than said piece of sporting equipment. Play continues on. Good to see Lucas can continue with that very strong shin pad. She commits a foul there. All right, I got to move off of this. And it'll be a free kick for London. Oh, Lucas secures the rogue shin pad a little more firmly now, tugging up the sock an extra 1/4 inch. And I promise that'll be the last comment I make on it. Ball played ahead now from Mara Smith's free kick. London trying to dance through traffic was Gonzalez for Haverbeck, but it's turned over, and now both teams battle for possession. Achitola there with the defensive clearance. Picked up by Accardi. She tries to feed it through. Raducu runs onto it. Raducu's been a problem all day for London. Nice overlap from Famutimi Ranglan. She's hauled down, and that's a free kick on the edge of the penalty area. And more to come. A yellow card shown to Riley Black. And a free kick now for Juve in the 57th minute on the edge of the penalty area. Have a look at the replay. Great cut back by Raducu. She feeds it ahead. Great speed and pace, and no question about it. Tanya Famutimi Ranglan gets hauled down. And Riley Black, maybe saving a goal in doing so, was not necessarily the last player back, but you have to think if Famutimi Ranglan gets past Black there, she's clear in on goal for a glorious chance. Achitola stands over top the ball for the free kick. Looks like maybe a 4-player wall setting up to defend. They'll pull one more in. No, they'll just switch players out as they want Benson for aerial coverage. Achitola steps back as Juve look to equalize. Drills the free kick right on target, but right to the keeper, Tegan Parr, who just had to drop to her knees to make a rather routine save from what could have been much more for Juve. Achitola tracking back now defensively, but she's got coverage there from Antic. Oh, nearly stripped away as Gonzalez for Haverbeek tries to sell the contact, but doesn't draw the whistle. Achitola, half clearance, she tries to pull it back. And a free kick awarded there for Juve as Achitola setting a physical presence on the Juve backline. The Juve fans starting to get more vocal. The squad's starting to feel more confident. They're coming closer and closer to drawing equal in this under-17 girls on MilkUP Ontario Cup final. Controlled by Pechile. She tries to feed that for Medeiros, but it's out for a London throw. Controlled from the throw as London look to play in, and they pick out Hardy Henderson. Achitola gets ahead, but it's going to be Gonzalez for Haverbeck that has time to track this. Whips the cross in. Never able for Kublinskis to make a play on it. And ultimately tracks out for a Juve throw deep in their own defensive corner. Gloria Lucas looking to toss the ball in. As both teams contend for possession. Juve with only a half clearance. Nice hustle there by Madeira to keep the pressure on. Picked up now by Belay Kamara. She plays it into the middle as Goris contends for possession, but it's turned over. And now here goes Eleni Lucas. Her through ball for Raducu gets broken up. Ooh, two Juve players got caught flat-footed watching, and that nearly sprung Gonzalez for Haverbeck. They do retain possession now with Gloria Lucas working the ball. She's nubbed out of play there, just kind of bumped off the ball. Play allowed to continue on. Nice move there by Kublinskis. Through the middle as Longueuil plays it in for Gonzalez for Haverbeck. Gets up from turf, then chopped on the second one. And the London coach claiming that second bit of contact should have been a call. And to be honest, I kind of got to agree with him. The first bit, there wasn't much there, but the second one, very similar to the tackle on Famutimi Ranglin. And now Famutimi Ranglin trying to work the ball deep in the attacking third here against Jordy Hardy Henderson. Hardy Henderson comes away with it. Goris in possession, knocks it up the line. Medeiros able to save it and keep possession with Juve. Turned over now. Longueuil plays ahead. Trying to track it is Goris. She dishes that up for Gonzalez for Haverbeck, but off her line comes Oakman to collect. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. Back and forth this game goes as we're inside the final half hour of match play. 2 45-minute halves here in the Under-17 girls final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. And from a goal that came inside the opening 60 seconds, London have virtually played all match with the lead. And they continue to hold on to it, although Juve trying to press desperately for an equalizer. Ball advanced up to the half where it's headed nicely by Hardy Henderson. Accardi battling for it. Pushed ahead as Famutimi Ranglin splits the knee. She's in all alone. Oh, what a save by Parr. The rebound's still there. And a miss hit. Oh, miscue there from the Lucases as neither one can corral it cleanly. What a chance for Tanya Famutimi Ranglin. And easily Tegan Parr's best save of the match yet. And yet, probably the key word, Raducu on the ball again for Juve. Nearly serviced that for Famutimi Ranglin to make another spectacular run. London trying to push forward. Acetola back to the keeper, Oakman. 63rd minute. Curtis pushes that one ahead now as Pachile played it forward. Broken up nicely. Good slide tackle by Raducu as she dispossesses. And then she gets fouled. And could it be more? It looks like just a free kick. Referee started to draw the card from his pocket and then pulled back as Mara Smith knocks it out for a throw-in. Juve prepared to make a substitution as Callie Burnett gets set to come back into this game. And she was an impact prior to leaving with a bit of a knock. Hopefully she can come back and have that same spark for Juve. As there's a foul committed and a free kick on that chop against Acetola. Acetola over top the ball here. Juve putting players towards the penalty area. Cross comes in, knocked down, controlled by Pimenta, ripped away from her and then picked up now by Longueuil, but she can't corral it as there's a long attempt on target off the foot of Pachile and easily secured by Parr. Well, Tegan Parr has been busy today and she's made about 3 really big saves that have kept this scoreline in favor of London, 1-0. Accardi turns, tries to feed ahead As good work there by Famutimi Ranglin coming away with it once again. Famutimi Ranglin met by the tackle of Benson. Still on it. Famutimi Ranglin has tied this match. Oh, she would not be denied. Tanya Famutimi Ranglin. She had the breakthrough chance minutes prior. This time, the persistence pays off. Have another look at this replay. Battling through the physical tackle from Benson, getting to the ball just ahead of par, and despite the last-ditch effort of the defender in Sofia Belay Kamara, Tanya Famutimi Ranglin put enough behind it to push it across the line, and Juve have equalized in the 65th minute. You felt it building, you felt it coming, and eventually Juve are rewarded for the persistence. And we got a whole new game now. Substitutions for both teams. Reed back in the game for London. Burnett back in for Juve. Burnett seems confused as to her assignment though, and that's not a good start. Oakman playing it out. This could be dangerous. Juve better not gift drop another one back. They get wise and promptly move it up the pitch. Famutimi Ranglin unable to catch that, as charging also was Eleni Lucas. Famutimi Ranglin into the middle for Burnett, broken up. Secured by Benson. London pressing back the other way. Benson tries to feed it for Gonzalez for Haverbeck, but it's broken up. Pimenta through the middle. Oh, could it be two? Famutimi Ranglin again, and she does it again! A brace less than 2 minutes apart. Tanya Famutimi Ranglin has turned this match on its head. Juve go from down 1-0 to up 2-1 in the span of 2.5 minutes. Unbelievable effort. Tanya Famutimi Ranglin. There you see the replay. And there you see a game breaker. What a performance. Juve making a substitution. Vanessa Pecile back into the match. Eleni Lucas out. Unbelievable turn of events. How do London respond now? This juggernaut of a squad. Kublinskis crosses, back post! Oh yes they have! What a response! Are you kidding me? This match is far from over. The Mustangs equalize less than 60 seconds later. 3 goals in nearly 3 minutes. Get a look at the replay. Kublinskis crossed to the back post. And is that Benson? Check that, it's the substitute, Emma Goris. And Goris gets it back for London. Oh my. Oh my, we've seen just about everything in this match now. Opening minute drama, 3 goals in the span of 4 minutes. Lead changes and more. You better not go anywhere for the final 20 plus minutes of this match, as London have a throw-in in front of their own bench here. Zoe Reed tossing in. Gonzalez for Haverbeck. She gets taken down, and this will be a free kick now for the Mustangs. Get a look at the replay, and you can see the foul committed there. Clear cut, no doubt about it. As Alea Madera gets set to take the free kick, a 2-player wall defending. Players piling inside the penalty area, inside the goal area for London. Madera to the near post, out for a goal kick. Well, what a roller coaster of emotions. What a swing of momentum. And as the dust settles, the scoreline now reads London Alliance FC Mustangs 2, Glen Shields Juventus Academy 2. Benson in control for London, dishes off to Goris, who got the equalizer for London. Oakman off her line to collect. You know, you look at both goals conceded by Juventus and just mental gaffes that have truly cost them. They are too lackadaisical on the opening goal with possession. And then on the equalizing goal minutes ago, it's blown coverage. Nobody picking up Goris as she was left completely unmarked and had all the time in the world. London have seemingly worked not so hard for their goals, as there's a shot from Madeira that goes high over top the net, and it feels like Juve have had to scratch and claw for all their success in this match, for their goals. And even though they came quick and in similar fashion, it was the wave after wave of attack that eventually led to them. Just the differences within this match, and makes you wonder if maybe this has to be settled by penalties when it's all said and done. Very little separating these two squads today. Hard knock on the back of the legs of Burnett. Play continuing on though. Shot attempt from Languille, that gets blocked. Pushed ahead for Famutimi Ranglin, who plays that ball up for Burnett. Burnett running on, but Parr out of her area to clear the danger. Quickly turning the other way, Kublinskis. Kublinskis working up the near touchline, gets past Antich. Kublinskis draws the low cross in front. Achetola misses the clearance. Gonzalez for Haverbeck can't get the shot away. Controlled now by Accardi. Accardi feeds that one ahead for Famutimi Ranglin. The flag stays down, but her ball intercepted and cleared from danger by the defender. Nice work by Belay Kamara. London prepare to make a substitution as Juve throw the ball in here, and it's Achetola in possession. Trying to switch through the middle for Pimenta. Pimenta trying to work to her left. Pimenta loses her footing trying to play from turf. Couldn't quite corral it, and now it's controlled by Languille. Languille for London, feeds that through, but too heavy a touch as it goes to the keeper, Oakman. She's being closed down quickly, gets the ball away. Oakman off her line, but the flag will go up here as Gonzalez for Haverbeck came from the offside position. As the Bank of Soccer, with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, well, we'll get back to that in a second, as Famutimi Ranglin trying to possess here deep in the attacking third after the quick restart. Good tackle by Belay Kamara, and that's out for a throw. Juve pressing. They want to try push back in front after seeing the lead last less than 60 seconds. As that's pushed in through by Pimenta, but off the line comes Parr to collect. Kublinskis leading the counter now for London. Kublinskis checking her options, pulls back and draws into the middle for Benson. Benson head up trying to feed that one ahead, but that'll track out for a goal kick. Well, as the Bank of Soccer, with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We're honored to work with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform, My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. Substitutions here for both teams, as Medeiros will come back into this game for Juve. From the goal kick restart, Juve unable to hold possession. It's out for a London throw. Benson, 75th minute. If we're tied after 90, we go straight to penalties. Goris, she's got the equalizer, and she's pressing here on the back of Curtis, but Curtis defends it well and only concedes a throw. Tossed in by the Mustangs. Goris again going head-to-head with Curtis. Goris loses her footing, but only a half clearance as it's tracked down nicely by Madeira. Juve will win a throw along the far touchline. As Callie Burnett tracking onto that with pace. Burnett deep into the attacking third now, looking for supporting options. Burnett dancing over top the ball. Opening up there is Famutimi Ranglin. She sets it up for Pimenta. Pimenta can't control. Medeiros closed down by Kublinskis. Kublinskis draws back before it's returned to Karina Kublinskis. That right-footed ball intercepted by Pechile. Knocked around, Pechile gets it back now for Juve as she works on the attacking side of half. Accardi opens it up out wide for Raducu. Raducu, she's had a beautiful game today. Drives her way inside the penalty area. Gets it back. Famutimi Ranglin dancing over top of it. Pimenta trying to draw the left-footed strike. She's closed down. And the opportunity never presents for Juve. Lucas. Acetola, back heel. Donnelly's going to get to that. Donnelly advances it to Languille. Languille, no one there on the right wing, and it's turned over as Curtis takes control. Famutimi Ranglin, nice touch to win that. They try to get it back to Burnett, but it's broken up that time. Controlled here through the midfield as Accardi nearly had it. Stripped away, Medeiros getting it back from Kublinskis. Zoe Reed under pressure, does well to evade the challenge. Loops the ball across the pitch, but it's broken up by Curtis. Curtis evades the first challenge. Curtis running in space now. That's broken up nicely by Belay Kamara. Anticipating, trying to step up there was Gloria Lucas, but the touch from Kublinskis too heavy, and it'll be secured by the keeper, Oakman. Both teams maybe thinking ahead to penalties soon as we're a little more than 13 minutes of match play remaining. And both teams tee up substitutions to come here. It's good to see Vienna Antic coming back into this match for Juve after picking up a knock earlier in the game. And for London, it's Gonzalez for Haverbeck, swapping out with Goris. From the restart, the Mustangs work for possession. Benson in control. Benson tees up the right-footed hit and a hope, but nothing doing as it's out for a goal kick. Oakman prepares to take the kick here. She'll leave it for Acetola. As you can see on your screen, the equalizing goal coming in the 68th minute from Emma Goris, who was just substituted out. But boy, did she ever have an impact. Less than a minute after Juve took a 2-1 lead, Goris equalizing on the cross from Kublinskis. And that's where we're at, 2-2, as we work our way towards the final whistle. We've yet to have a match this weekend go to penalties. Will this be the first one? Let's find out. Languille comes up with it. Picked up now by Pimenta. Pimenta pushes it forward. Blocked nicely there by Smith. Kublinskis pushing now for London. Kublinskis in possession along the touchline. Medeiros keeps her in check. Medeiros wins it, plays it ahead. Hard tackle there on Burnett, and that draws the free kick. It's been a physical day for Callie Burnett, who's been targeted a few times now, and she continues to show a gutsy effort today. Pushed ahead by Raducu. Raducu pushing up for Juve into the penalty area. Tries to chip that across the face of goal. But the two wingers on the near side, one being Burnett, who is still trying to get her wind back. Neither one there to get a touch to it. Get a look at the replay. Off that effort from Raducu, it was kind of a shot, kind of a chip for a cross, and in the end, neither one coming up with a successful result. As there you get a look at the London Alliance coach, Jeff Cambridge, and at times it's been a frustrating day for him in that dugout. As I think we're going to get a substitution here for Juve. Some confusion right now. They'll have to wait for the next opportunity as Pimenta plays it in. Ball turned over. Madeira being chased down. Good tackle there from Pecile to knock it free and ensure that no more harm could come from that turnover. Famutimi Ranglin unable to come away with it that time. Languille, she has it stripped away. Juve trying to push on the attacking side of half. Medeiros closing in, but headed away by the defender nicely in the form of Zoe Reed. Madeira lays that one off. Little 1-2 as she gets it back. Madeira looking for a through ball, blocked well by Curtis. Famutimi Ranglin pulls it out of midair. Juve trying to open up Raducu along the far flank, and she's got time and space now. Raducu leading the attack once again. Raducu cuts inside, draws to Famutimi Ranglin, who gets closed down, continues to push. Loose ball, ricochets off a Juve player. But the flag goes up as an offside called earlier in the sequence. And in the end, all null and void. Get a look at the replay. As Famutimi Ranglin was a little slow to get up. But she's seemingly okay, and we remain deadlocked at 2. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history, receive their medals, and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. And Famutimi Ranglin nearly delivers a game winner there as she lifts the shot just high and wide. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Famutimi Ranglin continues to generate, and she nearly found a game winner there. Benson, short from the goal kick, plays it out. Picked up here by Donnelly. Donnelly touches up the line. Can Kublinskis catch it? Yes, she can. No. I think that went out. It did go out. Kublinskis waited just a split second too long as that ball just tracked over the line and out for a Juve throw. She was right there and just opted to wait that fraction longer than necessary, trying to get the extra stride before the touch. Good job to hold it in that time by Reed. Out for a London throw. As London looking to turn on the attacking side of half with Benson. She switches it. This could be a challenge, though, with Raducu closing. She's all over Belay Kamara, who does well to push it up the pitch. Picked up now by Pimenta. Full stretch to corral it. Accardi, check that. That was Pecile who played it up. Famutimi Ranglin trying to bowl through two defenders. Physical exchange. Mara Smith got the worst of that, and she's slow to get up. She's still down here, as is Famutimi Ranglin. Play continuing on for now. Pimenta dishes ahead for Burnett. Burnett around the first defender. Burnett shoots, but couldn't get her foot around it, and it's out for a goal kick. Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin, slow to get up, but her coach is urging her to keep going. Let's get a look at the shots comparison in this match. And Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin with both goals for Juve today. A big factor in the 16 shot attempts to 9 favoring Juve. Famutimi-Ranglin has probably had a half dozen shots on her own. Maybe not quite that many, but certainly hovering around that 4 to 6 shot range today. Here's a break. This could be something. Donnelly shoots. Never squared it properly and pushed it wide. Well, that would have been bookends to a storybook for Donnelly, who opened the scoring in the 40th second. That's right, inside the opening minute of play. And here in the final minutes of the match, had a chance to write a fairy tale ending, but it was not to be. Accardi comes up with a loose ball now for Juve. Pushes it up the line for Raducu. She's been so dangerous today. Cuts inside the defender. Famutimi-Ranglin. Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin. Nice move. Draws to her right. Can she get the shot away? No, closed down. Great defending there by Mara Smith to stay with her. Donnelly. Oh, she gets pushed right out of play, and that's going to be a caution, as Antich will take the yellow, but in doing so maybe saved a breakaway. Donnelly probably would have been clear cut in if she got around there. And now it'll be a free kick for the Mustangs in front of their own bench. Nora Benson overtopped the ball. London putting players, but not an abundance of them, in and around the penalty area. Just 5 for the time being. Benson, that's a good ball in. Defender gets a knock to it, but not a full clearance. There it's knocked out of play, and London will take a throw in here in the 87th minute. There you see the yellow card issued to Vienna Antich on your screen, as Kublinskis unable to corral it up the line, and it's out for a Juve throw. Acetola, she receives the ball from the throw, knocks it with purpose, and not wanting to take a risk, Smith just concedes the throw at the half line. Waiting to see how much added time we'll have here at the end of this match. I would anticipate 2 to 4 minutes likely, as both teams battle here for what may be the game winner if one more were to come. Pimenta thought she had won the throw, but it's possession to London. Benson. Oh, foul throw called against Benson. That's a correctable mistake and an unforced error. Antich. Benson does well to knock that out of midair, trying to atone for that earlier gaffe. Curtis. Raducu, she's closed down by Gonzalez for Haverbeck, and that puts an end to any break along the wing of Raducu. Famutimi-Ranglin unable to get to that loose ball. Benson, she takes a knock across the back, nothing doing. Ball getting knocked back and forth, and now it springs free. Can Kublinskis catch this? No, it's going to track out, but it'll be for a London throw. From the throw, Benson volleys on. Donnelly brings it down, shoots, but never squared it with her left foot. Only a botch clearance. Benson takes a crack, and that sails over top the bar. Nora Benson's had a few shot attempts this match. That was one of her purer ones, as you see her square up there with the right foot. However, you can see the ball just kept sailing and never got that downward curl she was hoping for. Pimenta battling, comes away with possession, trying to feed ahead. Famutimi-Ranglin. Raducu. Can Raducu break in? Left-footed shot off the side netting. Parr had it covered, but A little too relaxed for my liking there on that one as she watched it go wide. Tegan Parrs had a great match for London, even on the 2 goals conceded. Can't necessarily fault her. Maybe on the first you could make the case where there was the play where she tried to charge out, couldn't quite come up with it, but basically 2 breakthrough chances for Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin, and she converted on both. Goal kick here as we're into the 90th minute. And the 4th official is going to indicate a minimum of 3 minutes to be added on here. So any final substitutions before penalties will come in the next few moments, because we've got 180 seconds at the referee's discretion before we settle this with kicks from the spot. Curtis controls. Good touch, Accardi. Raducu tries to get it back, broken up. O'Donnelly in possession now, tried to play to Longueuil, but that's broken. Madeira, Donnelly, Gonzalez for Haverbeck, cut inside when the ball went outside, and now it's off of Gonzalez for Haverbeck, out for a Juve throw. These players leaving it all out on the pitch now, as battling for it there and coming up with the touch was Raducu. Benson knocked away by Achitola. Raducu. Burnett gets around the first player. Burnett driving wide here, trying to take on Kublinskis, and she comes up with it. What an effort there from Callie Burnett. That ball chipped in from Eleni Lucas, but no one there in black and white, and possession turned over. Lucas tracks it back defensively, and she wins a throw-in off of the touch from, oh, they're going to give it to London. Oh, bad break there for Juve as that went off of Kublinskis, but the throw-in awarded to London. Flicked on by Donnelly. Curtis will play it back to her keeper, Oakman. Oakman, it was bouncing on her. She didn't get a clean hit on it, but there's Achitola to clean up the mess. Raducu trying to get around Belay Kamara, who holds her at bay. Throw in here for Juve as we've played 2.5 minutes of the minimum 3 to be added. Famutimi-Ranglin, can Burnett catch it? She will catch it. Keeps it in play. Whoa, no, the flag goes up, and it's out for a goal kick. A yellow card shown. I believe this is to Burnett for dissent. Tough break there. Let's get a look at the replay. Burnett with full speed, catching it initially. I mean, that is so close. So close. And unless you're right there on the goal line, you can't say for sure. Juve. Donnelly comes away with it. Donnelly looking to cross. Takes a slight deflection. Who picks it up? Longueuil trying the shot. Pushes it again, and Oakman there for the save. Miriam Oakman slowing it down after making that save. And that'll do it. We're going to penalty kicks here at the Under-17 Girls Final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Only seems fitting that this match will be settled by penalties. Let's get a look at the full-time match stats. And these match stats don't necessarily tell the story in terms of how tight this match was, because you look at the shot discrepancy on target. Juve 3 times as many shots on target, 9-3 compared to London. London scoring 2 of their 3 shots on target. But this was a real nail-biter of a match, and maybe the fouls and yellow cards giving you the best indication. A total of 13 fouls and 4 yellow cards between the two teams. A very tightly contested match with physical tackles, close plays, and some highlight moments as well, which we'll get for you here as we recap the 90 minutes before penalties. And back in the opening minute of play, this is how the match started. 40 seconds in, and Jordan Donnelly gift-wrapped a goal to put London up 1-0. Juve would press. Juve would come close. A few off the bar. A few dancing along the goal line. But not to be at that point in the match. London, they would continue to press as Kublinskis had some great moments in the match, and that shot didn't miss by much. How about the performance of that young woman right there, Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin? Not the goals on that highlight, but we can't say enough about her. Raducu, she had a phenomenal game today for Juve, one of her many opportunities. They would continue to press, and off the set piece, just missing with that aerial attack. Juve would not relent though, and eventually a breakthrough would come as Raducu would take a shot. That one missed, but they would continue to generate those type of attacks and chances, breaking through the back line. This one was oh so close with Icardi charging in, and now we see the one that would lead to the equalizer. Oh no, this was the one that Famutimi-Ranglin pushed wide. See, there were so many of these chances, it's hard to distinguish them at moments. But Famutimi-Ranglin with some phenomenal footwork in tight spaces, and it was just that persistent approach. And eventually, Famutimi-Ranglin would break in, stopped initially by Parr. And see, like, they just keep getting me with these. Maybe this is the one. I think it is. Famutimi-Ranglin. That's the one that equalized to make it 1-1, where the defender tried to clear it off the line. But Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin would push it through to make it a 1-1 game. Then less than a minute later, she would strike for a brace. Nearly a carbon copy. Famutimi-Ranglin pushing it through to make it 2. And at the time, Juve had a 2-1 lead. But that lead would not last nearly a minute, as on the back post cross, finished off by Emma Goris. And London would equalize. More chances would come. Donnelly had a few opportunities. There you get a look at Donnelly again, squaring up but unable to get good power behind it before Benson curled it over top. As we prepare for penalties, Juve are going to kick first here, down to the net to our camera left. Tegan Parr, the keeper, on the line for London. The under-17 girls final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup will be settled by penalty kicks. Icardi shoots. Parr makes the save! Chloe Icardi, the first kick taker for Juve. And she's stymied as Parr goes the right way and makes the stop. Advantage London. Icardi had such a nice match today for Juve. Tough moment there for her. Let's see what Benson can do for the Mustangs. She played brilliantly today. Miriam Oakman on the line for Juventus. Benson. Oh, what a save! Oh my goodness, Oakman slams the door on Benson. That was a perfectly taken penalty, hit with power and precision, but Oakman saying, stand aside, Parr. My save's gonna be nicer. Both keepers coming to play in penalties. Victoria Pimenta next to shoot for Juve. And Pimenta puts it home. Juve take a 1-0 lead in the second round of penalties. Naomi Langille will take the next penalty here for London. She literally kicked off the match from the opening kickoff, and she had some great chances throughout the action today, as she'll be the second kick taker for the Mustangs. Oh, Oakman goes the right way but can't get her hands to the ball. And we're all tied 1-1. Beautifully taken penalty there. Langille struck it perfect as she squared this 1-1. Eva Achitola, the next to kick for Juventus. She had a fantastic game patrolling that back line today. Their key center back and their free kick set piece taker. She now kicks from the spot. And Achitola is turned away. Tegan Parr guesses right and parries that clear. Beautiful save by Parr. So Juventus turned away on 2 of their 3 penalty attempts so far. And now the Mustangs have a chance to take a lead here in penalties. It's a long walk for Jordan Donnelly, but she opened up the scoring 40 seconds into this match, and now she's got a chance to put her team ahead once again. Oakman on the line to defend. Donnelly at the spot. And it's over top the bar. Donnelly misses. And both teams have converted on just 1 kick through 3 attempts. Raducu, the next to kick for Juve. How many chances did she have throughout the match? She was phenomenal today. A constant threat on the wing, creating for Juventus. And now she's got a chance to put them up on the 4th penalty. We're all tied 1-1. Raducu puts it right down the middle and gives Juventus the 2-1 lead. Ada Gonzalez for Haverbeek, whose name we've heard over the years here at the MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals, will be the next to kick for London. Juve lead 2-1 here in the 4th round of penalties. Gonzalez for Haverbeek behind the ball. And she buries it. We're all tied 2-2. Beautiful penalty from Ada Gonzalez for Haverbeek. Callie Burnett will kick next for Juventus. She was a constant threat in this game, but physically targeted at times too. It was a very physical match for Burnett, who's cautioned late in the game for dissent. And now here is the 5th penalty taker. Burnett with a chance to edge Juventus in front. Callie Burnett puts it home. Calm, cool, and collected. Little emotion shown there, but you know that's a big moment there for Burnett and Juve. And it'll all come down to this now. Jordan Hardy Henderson, the veteran on this Mustang squad. She was spectacular all game from a defensive standpoint, shutting down constant threats from Juve. And she needs to score to keep penalties going here. Can Miriam Oakman pull out one more magical save? Hardy Henderson at the spot. And she buries it right down the middle, and penalties will continue. So all tied 3-3 through 5 rounds of kicks. And now we're into sudden death penalties. As up next for Juve will be Vanessa Pecile. Pecile, as Parr defends the goal for London. Oh, and Pecile just pushes it past Parr. Parr adjusted, dove the right direction, but Pecile put it low and hard into that bottom corner to edge Juventus back in front now, 4-3. Zoe Reed will kick next for London. Reed was subbed in and out of the game throughout points, but solid in her defensive coverage today, and now needs to score to keep London alive. Oakman, the keeper. And she just puts it past Oakman, who was shuffling, trying to bait her to go in that direction. But it was buried well by Reed, and Oakman unable to catch it. Tassia Curtis will kick next for Juve. A little surprising they haven't taken Tanaya Famutimi-Ranglin to the spot yet. And you wonder if maybe the knock she picked up at the end of the game is preventing her from taking a kick at this moment. Curtis at the spot for Juve. Short run up. Left foot. Oh, and it sneaks through Tegan Parr. Oh, that's one Parr wants back. She made the save, and it just trickled through her. She didn't have the knee close to the foot. She didn't have the W fingers, and it just sneaks through. And will that be the defining moment? Sophia Belay-Kamara to try keep London in this match. Or will Miriam Oakman play hero for Juve? And Belay-Kamara buries it. Perfectly taken penalty that time. Slots it into the bottom corner. No chance for Oakman. Eleni Lucas, she'll kick next for Juve. Having a solid match through the midfield, shielding the wing for the most part. Lucas had one great opportunity in the second half, but couldn't convert. Will she convert here from the penalty spot? Or will Parr get redemption after the last one snuck past her? Lucas places it, and we continue. And now it'll be Karina Kublinskis to kick. Kublinskis was a phenomenal player today, a steady attacking presence, solid in her defensive tackles, a versatile winged player. But now they'll need her to convert from the spot to keep penalties going. Kublinskis for London. Oakman for Juve. And Kublinskis sends Oakman the wrong direction as we continue on here in penalties. Vienna Antic to kick next for Juve, and you have to think that there's been some sort of injury to Famutimi Ranglin that's preventing her from kicking. With both goals in the match for Juve, very odd they're keeping her this late for penalties. Antic at the spot. Tegan Parr, the keeper. Antic, perfect penalty. As now the keepers can't buy a save. Great job by the kick takers. Alea Madera will kick next for London. As Oakman takes her place on the line. There you see Glenn Shields with the 7-6 advantage right now. London trying to equalize and push for another round of penalties. Off the bar and stays out, and it's over. Glenn Shields Juventus wins 7-6 in penalties, and they will represent Ontario at the National Championships as your under 17 girls 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions. Unbelievable drama, unbelievable emotion, and an unbelievable start here to Sunday at the MilkUP Ontario Cup. The final 7-6 in penalties for Juve as they are crowned your under 17 girls 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions. Thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners from Dairy Farmers of Ontario who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk in a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, DFO, CPL, BMO, and Circle K. Our official apparel partners, O'Neill Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport, Power Up Sports, and Nothers, the awards store. Folks, we got two more matches on the docket. Up next, it's the under 17 boys final where Juve will go for back-to-back championship efforts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back at 1 p.m. for the under 17 boys final as you're tuned in to the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.